We have some stuff to take care of. I just felt like I should spend the week taking care of business. Like, I really felt like if I could have something done before I see them again, that would help me. It would help them help me. Alright, let me see if I can pull this down so I have some light. Hey, great rising. Great rising, sis. Great rising. Great rising, great rising. Oh, goodness, honey. Every time I see you, I think about all them children you got over there, Curse. I think about all them children you got over there, and I be like, glory. Damn, Jesus being the strongest name I know. It used to be. Now it's Melissa Curse. Damn. Yeah. The power is yours.
Her birthday just passed, too.
Melissa? Yeah. Her birthday?
Yeah.
Your birthday just passed?
Yesterday,
Oh.
the day before.
I ain't even live on the other joint. Well, happy belated. Should have known that. Slide over here. If it was your birthday, slide over here to lock on you today. You gotta slide over here though, like slide to my house. We'll tell you to bring the children. I seen how that little one shook me down for that lemon water. She not invited. I seen how the little one came for me, like, you know, within seconds of meeting her. Hold on, let me see if I can turn this light up. Hold on, we coming. Alright, yeah. So that little boy that told me he got a brother who know how to jump over him with his legs like this. He's like, yeah, my brother can jump over me like this. He could jump over you too if you let him. Baby, if y'all don't get the fuck on. Yeah. Oh, she said her birthday was yesterday.
Yeah.
So, alright, that's nice. Oh, I did want us to move so you could be comfortable. So
really good up. I'll be comfortable. I need to make a lot of adjustments throughout the day.
Alright. Sacred Spirit, hold me near, close to your bosom, protect me from all harm and fear, beneath the stones of life. Sacred Spirit, surround me and your... Sacred Spirit, hold me near, close to your bosom. Protect me from all harm and fear beneath the stones of life. Direct my steps in the right way as I journey through this vision. Sacred Spirit, surround me in your most absolute perfect light. Anoint me in your sacred purity, peace, and divine insight. Bless me, truly bless me, as I share this sacred life. Teach me, Sacred Spirit, to be in tune with the universe. Teach me, Sacred Spirit, to heal with the inner and outer elements of air, fire, water, and earth. All right, great rising, family. Great rising, great rising. Hey, I see you, Candy. I see you on there, Candy. Glover, peace. How you doing? I'm seeing you pop up. I'm starting to recognize your name and shit. So that's peace. Okay, here we go. Sacred woman. I can do this, baby. You wanted it lighter? Oh, yeah, it's enough. Sacred woman, Queen Afua, copyright 2000, Queen Afua, Helen O. Robinson. Okay. Starting with our affirmation, you ain't see what happened to me.
It came off. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I ain't got the tool.
Okay.
I'm doing it by hand.
Oh, it's probably in the drawer, in one of the marker drawers. That's the purple one?
No.
Oh, you know what? It's probably not in any of there. It may be in here. Great rising, family. Great rising. Okay, I'm just looking. Ain't like, you know, we trying to do everything. All right. Thank you for taking care of me. All right, here we go. Got him on the job. I got him on the job. Great rising, great rising. All right, here we go, family. We've been doing some other stuff the past few days, but we back to business. Damn, I'm losing more pages. Dang. Alright. Same time. Jitsu Atum Rael. Hey, look, them the type of names that I rock with. For real. Then I try to send you a package, and they be sitting up at the post office because they waiting on Jitsu Atum Rael to come up there with their government issue ID. Fuck. Like, damn. Wish I had wrote James Parker. Anyway, yeah. The Keparat El Mayat Bay. Ain't lying. I love that shit. I love that shit. I love that we just changed our name now. We don't need no fucking permission. And them folks will ask you to send your goddamn ID in. Motherfucker, you been watching me do Snapchats and all this. You know who the fuck I am. I'm talking about give you an ID. You motherfucking know better who I am than I goddamn know who I am. Fuck. Shit. I ain't start getting plumber ads all over my goddamn phone until I linked up with a plumber. Motherfucker, you know who I am. You know where I am. I'm talking about send my goddamn ID. That is identity theft. Don't Jiu-Jitsu Atum El Keparat Bay. Don't send them a goddamn thing. You open you a second fucking page and tag your old one. We'll fuck with them both. Alright. True story. Yeah, it's peace though that we have some power. And being able to change that and shit. Like, even in school, they'd be like, what would you like to be called? So, yeah, that's Facebook. Whatever you want to be called, that's what we're going to call you. And this Peaks Beloved is doing my earwing. Fixing my earwing for me. And my nose feels running. Is that tissue in here still? I think it might be that tea tree so close to my nose.
I got it. Sit down.
Oh. Well, I got to blow my nose over there anyway. So you can say great rising to your family.
Great rising, great rising. Great rising. Yeah. I'm on a job. Leaders are readers. I'm on a job. On a job. How y'all been? I've been MIA for the power hours. I've been MIA. But I'm making earwings. I'm an earwing maker now. I was a waist beater, but now I'm an earwing maker.
You're moving on up in the world.
I'm moving on up in the world.
Yeah.
Great rising, Kenya Watts.
Look. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? All right.
Okay, I think that'll stay now.
Okay, here we go. Trial and error.
Devorah, my earrings I ordered, family. Which ones?
She did order, but
which one she ordered? What you ordered, Devorah?
Go look at the order board. You always ask your customer, have her put in her business.
Never mind. I'll look at the order board. I'll find out later. I'll find out later. Why that one look like it's so glossy?
Which one? Somebody said something about glossy?
No, it's about our picture. Our image.
Oh, you talking about
just the screen.
Yeah.
All right, I'm out your way.
Okay. So look, he showed you leaders or readers. You can't hardly see this. The notes on there. Can you see that? Yeah. Ask her what she want on here. Shit. She might have wanted the nigga get right stick. Don't worry. If she don't order the nigga get right stick, you done put a business in the street. Alright. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. I keep saying, okay, yeah, we really gonna start. I like my sister Ham. She be like, I love y'all. My sister do that for 4 hours. True story. All right. Here we go. I am a distinctive, beautiful flower and a healing herb with a heart, a mind, breast, buttocks, and a womb. I come with sacred earth medicine to heal myself. I think what it was, I couldn't find lip gloss. I put some tea tree oil across my lips. Boy. Them joints feel like they pickling right now. And they curling up my nose hair.
Not like man.
Yeah. It's peace, though. It's peace. Alright, here we go. We are picking up. Like, we're going to jump right in. We're going to jump right in to... I think we covered this. The sacred ancient mirror. Right. It's exploring your womb. The womb mirror self-reflection exercise. We can be in a way where you can be up on me. Hold on one second. Got to get comfortable. Like, I'd rather move and you have some support. I'm not good. I want you touching on me. No, not lean on me. Like, I want to be held and all that good shit like you used to do.
That's why.
That's why I said I want to sit right. I want you to sit right there, and I'm just going to slide right there.
They didn't hear that.
You hope they didn't hear that? What the fuck? You should hope I don't have to smell that. Come on, y'all. Like, hey, great rising, BG. Great rising, Reed. Why he act like that? Like, tell me you hope they didn't. You know goddamn where they heard that. Nas is laughing now. You know goddamn where they heard that. You know, bust your AK through a nigga bourbon and blow the back out the seat. Talking about, I hope they didn't hear that. God damn. It's all right. It's all right. It's okay. It's all right. You smell so clean, beloved. Come on, you smell so clean. Detox.
Okay, what you want?
You just get comfortable and I'll get where I fit in.
Okay.
All right. And I'll move this too.
It's not.
It's not?
No.
Oh. Yeah, it's okay though. It's okay. It's all right. All right. We're going to try to get this together. Great rising, family. Great rising. BG, I love you. 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 I was talking when you showed up the other day. I was telling Say, that I was like, dang, BG was one of my mother's first real friends in Atlanta, and like she was so young. I remember my mom saying, she's so young, she's so young, she's so young. And I remember my mom boasting that she's like, she met this fiery 23-year-old. Like, damn. She met this fiery 23-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Is to look at you now. My. How we've grown. How we've grown. Shit. Man. All right. Where does the time go? It goes to the young Supremes. If you ever want to be like, man, time flies. Yeah. The young Supremes, they take it. It's kind of behind in the book, but I still want to join in. Siobhan, you definitely can join in. You're never behind in the book. It's a journey. It's an ongoing journey, you know. It doesn't stop. So, you peace. You always, divine timing. You're just in time. I do need you to, Siobhan Lachey. I'm just telling you that name so I remember. Got something? All right. So, Ninti, if we didn't put her in, and Siobhan Lachey.
Siobhan who else?
Ninta.
Ninta.
Or Ninti. Ti. Okay. Oh, that's peace. I love you. I love you. I love you. I really am going to read in a second. Let me make sure I'm talking to my people. Siobhan. Shavon. All right, Siobhan. And put BG in there too. All right. Okay, that's it. So we building this this private group, or yeah, a private group just for us. That group isn't for the people who just want to check in here and there. That's for the people who are on the journey. Like I said, and I won't feel bad if I put you in one day and then I'm gonna read the comments in 1 second. If I put you in the group one day and then I boot you out the group another day, I don't owe you no explanation and I don't feel bad. I'm gonna let you know right now why that's happening. We building a circle of family, okay? We already have friends. We already Facebook friends. That's how the fuck we ended up here together. We're building something different than what we've ever seen before. And that means that you have to do something different than you've ever seen before. The private circle is not just about a movement. It's about those who have decided that they're willing to be momentum. I'm not going to require you to pay no membership fee. I'm not going to require you to call and check in. I'm not going to require you to make reads or meetings or none of that shit. I'm going to require you to do one thing, work. I'm going to require you to work for two entities, yourself and your circle. That's it. But again, you have to work, and you got to work your ass off for yourself and your circle. The minute I feel like I'm pouring my ass off and into you, and you ain't pouring your ass off and into your circle, then your ass can have to start a circle by yourself. You're usually going to start with you, yourself, and you. That's the thing. Sis, you your own judge. Say, how will I know if we don't qualify for the group? You your own judge. You know what it takes to be a sister. You know what it takes to be a brother. You know what it takes to be a mother. You know what it takes to be a wife. And even if you don't, because we're so broken, at this point, we know what the fuck is unacceptable. If we're not quite sure how to be a good man, or how to be a good woman, or how to be a good mother, or how to be a good wife, or how to be a good sister, or how to be a good brother, if we're unsure of how to be a great one, I know that at this juncture in our lives, we at least know how to be a fucked up one, right? You seen a fucked up mother before? A fucked up father? Fucked up uncle, brother, sister? Listen, we just not going to be that. Like I said, it means do. It means do. It means when I see you, I speak to you. I'll ask you how you doing. I don't just be like, when you walk down the hallway at the customer service job and be like, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Good morning. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Because motherfuckers say suicidal, you're going to be like, oh, okay, well shit, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? It's how you doing. Stop, look, and listen. All right? I'm asking us to be family. I'm asking us to be family. And you don't have 52 cousins your whole life, and only one of them are you like this with. I'm not asking you to build 52 new sacred unions and your trust ain't even set up that secure. I'm asking you to trust your vibrations, follow your gut, find somebody in your family, and link up. Link up. Link up. SPs, we can do this shit. But that's how you qualify. You actually do what you would want your sister to do. You say what you would want your sister to say. And that's it. It's that easy. Somehow, when I came up, Jerry Springer was getting big. That Steve Wilkos show was getting big. Maury Povich had already been popping. Ricky Lake was big. Some old white lady was on her way out the gate. But all of these shows, as a child, what I can tell you is I remember paternity test. I remember family fights. I learned from, not from Full House, not from Family Matters, not from fucking Good Times. I learned from from reality TV, the same thing that I can guarantee after reading Tavistock Institute, that you're learning the same things from reality TV today. I learned sibling rivalries and that dysfunctional families are the norm. Lies, lies, lies. Dysfunction is not the norm, and I don't know who the fuck told you that sibling and rivalry should ever be in the same motherfucking space together. That's your motherfucking rider. Rivalry? Who we rivalrizing against? Listen, we don't do sibling rivalries here, right? And we also know that Grandma didn't tell us that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth for nothing. Like, we're going to do more listening than we do talking. And that's peace. That's peace. Anytime we disagree with one another, it's important that we're willing to listen. Really listen. And I say we listen and not just be quiet, but it's important that we really listen. And it's important that we come to any conflict. We come to any conflict understanding 2 things: where we're being stubborn and where we're willing to bend. If you go into every disagreement or every confrontation, and in our circle, maybe outside of our circle it don't work that way, but inside of our circle it does. That's the way we'll resolve confrontation. All right? Shit, truthfully, up front, you don't hold on to shit, and when you do, you come to the table, say, I'm ready to look, I'm ready to introspect, and I'm ready to correct. Are you? And if you are as well, then that's peace. So my sister got a problem with me, and she come to me and she say, look, I done already done my introspection. I see where I could do something different, and I'm willing to do something different. Are you? That let me know that the table is open and we can talk. If I be like, no, fuck that, I ain't got a goddamn thing, then that's peace. As an exit, she'll know where we stand. So, yeah, that's it. In the circle, I'm asking that you love like you've never been loved before, but that love the way you want to be loved, so we can teach each other how to do it again. All right? So, that's it. Just got to do real work. Is in my head, y'all got to let me know. All right, now somebody had said something about African. Let me see that. Let me scroll back up. Hold on, let me hold this back here for a minute. You can see that beautiful man. right, hold on. Somebody had said something about African. Yeah, you're not bad. Right on time. You guys know the truth. You bring a part of our African religion to us that was beaten out of us through slavery. Like a few weeks ago. Selling books online. Aw. That's peace. Thank you. Oh. You do. Yeah. I be trying to beat it. Oh, somebody Nino Brown on the goddamn line. Sit your $5 ass down before I make change. Woo, what's up? I'm trying to, Nino Brown taught me you got to isolate and consolidate. Alright. Eddie, can I put my leg under yours? And you'll still be comfortable? Because I want to sit closer to you. Like, damn, how... No. Oh, you don't want that? What you trying to verify?
Yeah.
Okay, then. I just... Oh my God, you stress me out sometimes.
What I doing now? Read, daughter, read.
I don't want my feet in the camera. Me and Noni had our busty dusties in there yesterday. Like, fuck it, nigga. And I had a bull big as Africa on that joint this time last year. Feel like. No, I be walking up and down the sidewalk, crack heel looking like, I'm trying to tell you, looking like lace patterns. And that's peace too, though. got the, hey, they'll go. Got them Harriet feet, they'll go. All right, here we go. No stalling. Getting on to the hard part. The sacred ancient mirror. Nino Brown don't never infiltrate. CMB, my nigga, CMB.
And mind my brother's keeper.
Yes, I am. Shit.
Suck my dick.
Alright. Alright. Alright, I'm focused, man. Here we go. This sacred ancient mirror and exploring your womb. We laughing and we playing, but this is for real. Straight up, we're just not doing affirmations. You see somebody that you haven't seen in 5 years and you say, oh, you look so good. And they say, thank you, how you doing? And then you go back and forth and you just keep saying the same shit. Oh my God, your skin looks so good. Oh my God, your hair, look at you. Oh my God. Do that to you today. Like, privately just go the fuck in and act like you just saw your best self for the first time in forever.
It's Friday, ain't it?
It is Friday.
It's Feel Yourself Friday.
It's Feel Yourself Friday.
You just told them, go in there and feel yourself.
Go in there and feel yourself. I'm talking about, like...
tweet now.
Yeah,
not touch. You want to
feel.
That's on you. Feel
yeah, really and truly, though. Beef yourself up the way... for me, it's the way you want someone else to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, really. Like you want someone else to do. I don't know why that's so hard. The same thing that you want that man to do, you want your husband or your wife to do. The same way you get fresh hoping that nigga at the job be like, damn, you look nice today or something. Do that to you. Just tell you how lit you are. You really are. I know I tell you when I see you. And all of y'all be blushing just like me. That's how I know we don't hear it enough. You know what I'm saying? Because we be like, yeah, we don't know how the fuck to act when somebody say how lit you are. That's peace. Be that. The purpose of the womb mirror self-reflection exercise is so that you ask the more intimate spaces and places in and on your body, to be as open in their moods or vibrations. So you're going to ask your womb to tell you how she feels, or your loin, like Say says for my brothers. Listen. I don't be knowing how to say this because I'm not a man. And I don't be wanting men to be like, oh my God, that's not true. But hopefully, maybe somewhere in the world, there's a brother who can be real. And brothers, you have silenced your, for lack of a better term, or for lack of the desire to use a better term, you've silenced your dick just like we've silenced our wombs. You've engaged in relationships. You've engaged in sex that you knew well you should not have engaged in. And it's the same thing, whether you felt like it would help her or you felt like, you could use it or whatever the case, we've all done that. We've not stopped to ask our bodies how our bodies feel about the things that we do. And it does matter. It does. When you start, if you've never had a conversation with your hand, your arm, your leg, your foot, your womb, your dick, your mind, your eye, your lips, if you've never had those conversations, then it may seem a little far-fetched. But on the flip, you've had these conversations with everything else. A lot of us have asked our car to please start. We've asked somebody silently before we answer on the phone, please don't be on that fuck shit. So we can do the same thing. Ask. Everything has a vibration. A voice is a vibration. And everything has or carries a vibration or an energy. Find out what the energy is of your body. Find out what the energy is. And you find that out by asking. Not guessing, but asking. Sitting in a contemplative or meditative space and asking. Writing helps also. And the very first thing that comes to mind, as ridiculous or far-fetched as it may seem, and I say far-fetched because some things seem really, really, really far out. My womb has said some of the most clean and cold things to me that I've ever heard. Great rising, Crystal. Crystal's probably on here trying to get her goddamn bike pump at 8 in the morning. Crystal.
We pumped up, though. We are definitely pumped up.
We are, and we also need a bike seat. You wouldn't happen to have a bike seat. And
you come to steal Spider-Man too.
Yeah, and is Justin using Spider-Man, the Spider-Man joint? Because like I could fit that joint. Just act like I'm from Cali. I could ride a kid bike. I just gotta stand up. Let me know. Okay, so the mirror exercise. So you want to get yourself a mirror. This is not my favorite one, but my favorite one is still in St. Pete's.
Oh.
All right, but
About 3 weeks.
All right, so you get your mirror. Create a sacred space. All right, you want to have candles and soft music, incense. I can tell my sisters before, the same way you want the man. Nas, I'll go through my stuff to see if I got one. I had one. I just don't. One of these. This might be the last one I had, and I just put it over here. All right, we'll figure that out. Okay. Crystal said she's just checking in. I love you. And she said, yeah, he rides his bike. Well, you should take the Huffy paper off it so it'll look like it. You still got the joint in the paper. I'm just saying. Like, yeah, and you're just saying when I was inspecting your child's toys, I started to get all of our Christmas right from over there. Because I'm thinking this motherfucker's got plenty of shit. This motherfucker got a whole car over there. Coleman, I'm asking, say, what's this on the back? Because my baby got a car too. He like, your baby don't got no car like that. I'm like, yes, my baby do got a car like that. Because she had a Volkswagen Beetle like this too. And he's like, your baby car take gas? It's like, no, I plug it up in the wall. And it charge up. And he got a motor. He got a motor. Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree. Well, I've gotten a metal one. I had a metal one like this years ago. That I got at a thrift. I keep trying to tell you, go to the thrift. Go to the thrift. Go to the thrift. You're going to be able to get something that's got energy in it. You're going to see it. You're going to feel it. You'll be able to look at it and see if it's 55 miles per hour. Y'all give me a minute. The Coleman joint, 55 miles per hour. So you got to have... So I already know you got... Damn, a helmet. I worked at the tag office. If it go that speed, you got to have a tag.
No, that one don't. Well, that one does, but technically no. If you get caught riding on Main Street, they'll try to ask you registration, but you don't have to put no damn tag on that.
He gonna tell me, like, this man that just moved here from Florida and never worked at the tag office a day in his life know all these Georgia road laws. You won't put that motherfucker on the road. This is Georgia. They're not even gonna pull you over. They're gonna shoot you over. They just gonna shoot you over. Them folks have us registering trailers, and them motherfuckers ain't even got nothing. You got to register a trailer. You can make a... I mean, you have it on the street. You have it anywhere where cars are. And with a Coleman, you're going to have it where cars are.
Till I come ride it with
If you just ride in the neighborhood, that's where cars are, they consider that.
Well, shit, coming from my house, we coming straight to the back road, coming home.
Talking about coming right to the back road. Listen.
You're 100 coming down there.
Yeah, he's a Moore. He's a Moore. He can do whatever the fuck he want to do. Me? My last name Washington. My last name Washington, except on Facebook, I'm El Caporet Bay. Listen, I think doing that thing.
doing what it do again.
No, it's good.
Yeah, it's doing what it do. It's been saying that since the beginning. Is it on Wi-Fi? Yeah, it's been saying very. Maybe where I am, I can try to move it.
Yeah, you got Wi-Fi.
I have to check the internet.
I don't know, man. We losing our viewers on this side.
Okay. Well, that's because they come up here because it's dead. Okay, she asked the tag office. All right. All right, here we go. Hell no. Put no gas in there. You said higher?
I don't know, for when we was against the window, we were straight.
Well, I had more books. But I mean, it's cool. All right, here we go. I was telling you to create a nice environment. Really and truly, the way you want to be treated. And men too. Yeah, you would like it if you just rolled over a woman's house and you just rolled over her house and rolled in the pussy. And you'd be thankful for the pussy, I'm sure. The thing is, you would like it much better if you rolled over and it smelled peace and it looked peace and it felt peace and there was warm water and candles and soft music and you know what I'm saying? So we all like the same things. We like to, that's emotion. We like our emotion catered to. And so women, we expect that. We don't want a man to just roll over and roll in the pussy. We want a bubble bath and some rose petals and some oils and shit. Okay. So that's peace. So the same thing I told you, this journey mostly is about doing for yourself what the fuck you've been asking everybody else to do. So that's the first thing. Create the space and place that you would want someone to create for you if you were going to be intimate with them, because you're about to be intimate with yourself. And remember, this is not a masturbation, it's a contemplation, all right? It really is. It's not a masturbation, it's a meditation, all right? You're exploring your body. And for me, this was really hard for me, like I said, because I'd had so many men and women probe and explore my body, and I never had. I had been in relationship with men and women, and not even in committed relationship, that could tell you what my pussy looked like up close and personal, and I couldn't tell you what it looked like up close and personal. Okay? That's what the point of this is. To know every part of you and thoroughly. Here we go. Meditate quietly for a few minutes. Meditate on what you see. Said you're going to make sure you remove your bottoms, your slacks, skirt, underpants, whatever it may be. Spread your legs, place your mirror between your thighs, and look inward. Take a long, deep, meditative look at the entrance of your womb. When you're ready, okay, and listen, some of us, this is necessary, if nothing else. If you're not ready yet to have a conversation with your womb, if you're not ready yet to have a conversation with your loin, at least look at your body. Some of us are a little overweight. Some of us a lot. Some of us, it's been a while since we could look at our entire body. You know, the stomach is in the way, or we being real. You know, listen, hey, you know I'm gonna be 100 with you, sis. Don't have no nigga lifting your stomach to eat your pussy, and you won't lift your stomach to look at it. Do this womb work, okay? Get your mirror and ask your womb how she feels about the things that you've done, the things that you've engaged in, the people that are in your life. The memories that she's held on to. It's important to know these things. I'm trying to tell you, examine all of it. Examine all of it. I've told you this before, but when you're in the shower, you put one arm up like this and feel around. Okay? They got it on the internets and they got it on probably in some, I don't know, maybe they put it in a tampon box. I don't fucking know. Where did they tell you how to do a mammogram anymore? But you feel around and you feel around and you're feeling around for... I'm going to tell you 1 second, Nino, I'm going to read that. And you feel around for lumps. People say, what does a lump feel like? You don't know because you don't have one. You feel around to create a baseline. That's why it's important that you're always feeling your body and always looking at your body. I got a bump or a lump that I don't even know where it came from. I don't even know when it showed up. Now, I'm monitoring it and putting tea tree on the motherfucker, but I don't know who you are, where you came from. I'm just glad you don't have buddies. If you look every day the way we typically do with our children, I told you it's funny how we do these things for everybody else or expect everybody else to do them, and then we don't. We inspect our children's bodies, you know. Our children can't come home with a new scar, a new limp, a new blink. If our baby come home and one eye look like it's blinking slower than the other, we're going to do an investigation. You got to do the same thing to your own body. Babe, Nino Brown said, if a king lives in a broken kingdom, does that make him broken? Also, if you lose your body but gain your spirit, does this mean you're dead?
If you got
You're
your
cheating.
spirit, you're never dead. As long as you got your spirit, you can lose your body and still be alive with spirit. That's physically and just metaphysically. If you
Wait,
live,
we can't hear you. Oh, maybe we can. We just can't see him.
The question was, if a king lives in a broken kingdom, does that make him broken? No. That means you are you're going through the milling process. In order for something to be built, trust me, it was nothing in the beginning. And if it was built up and tore down, that means it can be rebuilt better on a more stable foundation. So if you're in a broken kingdom now, a broken castle now, keep doing you, keep putting in work for yourself. Mother always watching, always listening. If where you at now is not conducive to your growth, trust me, she will make a way to move it out the way and give you some fertile ground to grow in. What's the other one? Lose your body but gain your spirit. Also, if you lose your body but gain your spirit, does this mean you're dead? No. If you gain your spirit, you're immortal. Real talk. If you got spirit, you're immortal. Even when we thinking of just the aspect of our physical body actually dying, then you know your spirit lives on. Your spirit just transmutates into another form. So if you lose your body while you're still alive, like literally your body's starting to decapitate, but your spirit is just coming alive and alive and alive, that's a beautiful thing. It's like you the butterfly inside the cocoon. Right now your body's a cocoon. When that cocoon breaks open, that butterfly emerges, that new spirit emerges, you're going to be the shit, fam.
Holding your phone is hard without the case.
Oh, I need to put the big case back on. Yeah, but that's it. Yeah, if you lose your body but gain your spirit, depending on faith.
No, we got
faith is you. Do you believe in yourself? That's faith. Faith has nothing to do with a religion. Faith is, do you believe in yourself? Real talk. It don't matter about depending on faith. When you wake in the morning, do you believe that your 2 feet gonna hit that floor? When you rise up, do you believe your legs are strong enough to hold your upper body up? That's faith. Say no more.
Yeah. Oh, that's peace. That's peace. I'm probably better do this. I ain't got no panties on. Listen, I'm covered. Yeah. Listen though, you know me. I believe it. Shit, you know me. I like to read between the lines. I like every time y'all talk to me. I love that shit. But I like what you don't say. I like what you don't say. What you don't know you're saying. If a king lives in a broken kingdom, like, yeah, that's a lot of hurt, babe. That's a lot of hurt, cause it's not a kingdom. I'm trying to figure out. You see, I mean, what's a kingdom? What's a kingdom by definition? Yeah, what's a kingdom by definition? No. Listen, that's a lot, brother. That's a lot. If a king lives in a broken kingdom, a kingdom is whole. You understand? A kingdom is whole. So you got to reassess where you are. Are you in a kingdom? Are you in a kingdom? You got to find out. Make sure you ain't in niggerdom. Okay? Real shit. Real shit. Like I said, a lot of times, I get it. It ain't got nothing to do with how many times you knock down. You got introspection. Go in and find out what the fuck is with you that should not be with you. Why the fuck I can't reap my reward? Which one of these energies or entities is in the space for my reward that's not allowed to see it or reach it yet? And then you got to do some purging. And then, like, we know it from the movies and shit, like, about quarantine. The sick and the well, the sick and the well, you live in the same space. Yeah, the sick and the well don't heal in the place with the sick. You don't heal in the same place you got sick. So you know, consider that too, brother. Consider that too. Consider that too. Damn, I do love you. I do love you. I do love you. It's hard to do spirit work when your body ain't comfortable. It's hard to do spirit work when your body ain't comfortable. And I know because my sisters go through this all the time. They live in a place and in a space where ain't nobody supporting what the fuck they doing. And it's harder. It's harder. Hold on, I'm hearing your videos. I'm loving them. Oh man, that's pieces. I need you to buy a book too, cause yeah. It's just a dwelling place. That's peace. A kingdom is not a kingdom unless it's whole. It's just a dwelling place. Cause you about to look up a definition for me?
He is so fucking everything. This over here is the kingdom, my nigga. This right here is the kingdom. You can come over here for a minute. You want to see what it look like. No, true story.
Count a country, state, or territory ruled by a king or queen. The spiritual reign or authority of God. So if your spirit is broken, you know, you really live in the kingdom. Because you God.
All right, so kingdom, by definition. Hold on. You know me, I don't want you to just think I'm just making this shit up. I want you to see it. Well, I got you for a second, baby. I just can't hold it long term. All right, I'm going to show this one first. Kingdom, a country, state, or territory ruled by a king or queen. The spiritual reign or authority of God. Here we go. A country, state, or territory ruled by a king or queen. Number 2, the spiritual reign or authority of God. All right, let me switch this back around. All right, so that's peace. Flip that one more time. Yeah, the spiritual reign or authority of God. If it's broken, God didn't authorize that. God didn't authorize that. Run for the hills. That's not a kingdom. Run for the hills. All right, to see a cycle after cycle is a challenge. History's always been in numbers. Many see with their body, not their spirit. Okay, yeah, that's peace. Nino, we might need to, Nino, go on preoccupy.com and get the Man Heal Thyself book and link up with us and go on in this sacred, go on in this group. That's peace. Reach out to say no more.
I think that group is part of where when I do finally do decide, you know, I can do it. Like, you know, my opinions there, ask people to figure it out anyway.
Yeah, but you and Nino definitely need some.
Where Nino located?
Nino, where you live? Where you located?
Let me see the phone. Let me see the computer.
Okay. I would say, all right, because we're gonna go move on to these questions that we should be asking in our. Nah, you don't type too slow. You don't type too slow. Can you? You feel me? Hey, that's why I'm not in them other. Every day is Metaphysic Monday. All right, here we go. The questions that we should be asking, we should also be journaling, writing the answers in our womb journal. Okay, Nas, I ain't fooling with you. All right, here we go. This is supposed to be different. Right? It is. And I sat before my mirror and like I was like this, so you could hear, and that was it. The questions. Well, do you want it over time? Okay. How did she look? Weak, moist, dry? Was she foaming at the mouth? Did she have a drip? Did she smell clean, sweet, yeasty, fishy? Has this sacred womb journey made you feel dirty or beautiful, embarrassed or ashamed? Is your attitude positive or negative about looking at the face of your womb? During this exercise, know that a greater deal of healing is taking place on the inner subtle planes. You might be scared or shocked or at ease. Many emotions are going to rise from you, all carrying stored up information about yourself. Just let them flow. Fear not, for the Most High is with you all the way through your womb healing. As you tune into your inner womb spirit, open a dialogue, talk out loud or in silence, listen intently. Your womb is speaking to you through your womb mirror about what she needs in order to heal. Oh, you all right, Nino. You ain't got it. You ain't interrupted nothing. I told you divine timing. We peace. You still here. I'm just glad you're here. I'm glad to have brothers here. I am. I love you. What you doing? On YouTube on the computer. But I did try yesterday. Okay. During this exercise, know that a great deal of healing is taking place on the inner and subtle planes. You might be scared or shocked or at ease, many emotions are going to rise from you, all carrying stored up information about yourself. Just let them flow. Fear not, for the Most High is with you all the way through your womb healing. As you tune into your inner womb spirit, open a dialogue. Talk out loud or in silence. Listen intently. Your womb is speaking to you through your womb mirror about what she needs in order to heal. Damn, it feels like it's something that I'm missing in giving you. Many emotions are going to rise from you, all carrying stored up information about yourself. Just let them flow. There are things that our brains are so amazing. Our brains are so amazing that to protect us, and it really is to protect us. When we're depressed, when we're hurt, when we're sad, when we're even adrenaline, all of these are chemicals, okay? And these chemicals, when they're released in our brains, like everything else, it's a chemical reaction. So if I wanted to inject niacin into your brain, or fucking red 40 or some other chemical that we're familiar with, okay, and you wouldn't want that. And our emotions do the same thing. So no more than you would want me to put fucking mononanoscitrate in your brain or some shit that you've never heard of. These things happen when you experience negative and hard emotions and traumas, right? Now, in an effort to protect us, because these chemicals can kill us, we're aware, our brain will completely black out or blot that memory so we no longer have access to it, right? And it's because every time we do tap into that memory, that killing chemical is released in our brain, the one that makes us depressed, the one that makes us hurt, cry, the one that breaks us, right? The spirit breaking chemicals. Our brain will stop us from remembering whatever is causing us to produce that, right? And so those things are hidden away. Those things are hidden away. But remember, mind, body, and spirit. Our body will do the most it can to fix us or to heal us. Our body will do the most that it can, but it's up to us to help. It's up to us to help. So when our body shuts down a part of our brain or shuts down a certain memory so that we don't have to hurt that way, so that we don't kill ourselves with it, when we're ready to heal, it'll be given back to us to deal with. When we're ready to heal, it comes back. And that's difficult because that means that emotions and things that we didn't even, in our minds, we didn't know they happened to us. We knew, we just didn't remember. But when they come back, it feels like for the first time you're learning the name or the face of somebody who hurt you. For the first time you're learning that a conversation you didn't think had an impact did. For the first time you're learning that, a particular sexual partner did leave you with more than just a baby. You were left with a negative energy, or you feel like your soul was snatched from you. These are all things that you'll learn from having a conversation with your private parts. All right? Having a private conversation with the parts of you that make you private. All right? Or unique. My womb mirror adventure. How long? 50 minutes. Not too shabby. All right. My womb mirror adventure. I was reluctant to explore my inner self with the womb mirror the first time. I kept telling myself I was too busy with other things. Then I finally said, it's time. So I went into my bedroom, sat quietly, and opened my legs. I took the mirror and looked at my womb entrance. My first thought was, I've been here before. Then I said, this looks strange. Oh, you need to be groomed. Oh, you need brushing. I got some olive oil and a little lotus oil, and I just oiled her down. I said, oh, Mother Newt, I've been careless. When I opened the lips, I thought, they're very pink. You two look so beautiful. Let me try to think beautiful thoughts about what I'm seeing. I also saw who came out, who was left out as I did this profound meditation. All the different feelings, the babies that came through, the pain I had experienced from periods to infections to giving birth. You too will see different things in your womb. Some will be physical, some will be spiritual. The womb mirror self-reflection exercise will be your moment of truth, your moment to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love you. I love you unconditionally. I loved you even in my ignorance. I love you when I didn't even know. I just love you. Send that love to your womb, even if you don't believe it in the beginning. Remember, your womb mirror reflections are also a reflection of your life. Let me give you that again, because that's a gem. Like, listen, you're going to want to catch this. Remember, your womb mirror reflections are also a reflection of your life. What's that you say? Your womb mirror reflections are also a reflection of your life. So if you're telling me you don't have any womb mirror reflections, you're going to have to get your life. Upon completing this part of your sacred womb journey, smudge your womb area carefully with sage smoke in the ancient Kemetic way by standing over a small iron pot with a small burning charcoal round from a botanica over which you have sprinkled sage leaves and or twigs, or anoint the outer surface of your womb with lotus oil as you affirm and pray for womb healing. Be careful not to let the oil on the sensitive inner lining of your vagina. Perform this womb ritual daily for 3 to 7 days or until you feel totally at ease with your womb, and until your womb has said all she needs to say on behalf of your womb wellness. From time to time, when you receive inner guidance, repeat this exercise to gain greater womb wisdom and insight. All right. Damn, do I have fibroid Leisha? I think I left her at the other house. Yeah, I did. I left her at Jamila's. All right. Okay. That's enough for today. Well, as far as the book goes, we'll pick up tomorrow on page 70, the female reproductive system. And let me tell you what my issue is with this, or was the last time. All right. Maybe not you, because if those of us who have delivered children, we've sat in enough doctor's offices and seen enough cervixes and fallopian tube diagrams and pamphlets and on walls that even if we didn't understand our anatomy before the conception, we understand more by the time we give birth. However, our children don't know. Our children don't know. They know that babies are in the stomach. Okay, and that's not just our 4-year-olds and 5-year-olds. I mean, it's sad out here because I can ask your 15-year-old, where does a baby grow in a woman's body? And she'll say in the stomach, in the belly. Our babies ought to know, they should know, like we should know, what a vagina is, what a womb is, what an ovary is, what a fallopian tube is, what a cervix is. And I'll teach you that. I do feel like there are some of us who are grown-ups and who don't understand it yet or who don't remember. If I drew a diagram right now of the female reproductive organs and put a fibroid in it, you probably wouldn't know that was a fibroid. It might be like, is it a milk duct? Listen, it's important that we know. It's important that we know our bodies, mostly because a lot of us are getting the same messages. Too many of us know sisters and have family members with endometriosis, syphilis, herpes, prolapsed genital, menopause, all of these things, right? And the first time that we're diagnosed is the first time we're learning or hearing about them. How, when it's 52 people in your circle who have experienced this? It's 39 people who've been dealing with it long enough to teach you the ins and outs. And it's like completely new and we're overwhelmed, and then it's private, so nobody got to know, and you just got to die in private. Listen, it's important that we know what these things are. What's what? Tomorrow we learn what a womb is, a uterus, cervix, fallopian tubes, ovaries, eggs. Tomorrow we learn what is amenorrhea, dysmenorrhea, menorrhagia, vaginitis, bacterial vaginosa, chlamydia, like I said, herpes, gonorrhea, syphilis, endometriosis, all of these things, miscarriage, premature birth. That's another thing. I have delivered 5 children, 3 living, 1 lived for 36 hours, 1 heart stopped beating in utero at 36 weeks. Now, I felt like it was just me. Especially when I asked my grandmother, and my grandmother never lost the baby unless she aborted. And when I asked my mother, and my mother the same, and then me, and I'm thinking, well, what's going on? And then I asked my sisters and my cousins, and all of my peers that have live births have also lost babies. So now I know that regardless of what I read about how medicine has changed so much that women are miscarrying and dying during birth a lot less, me and my peers all have lost a baby or know somebody that has. That's problematic, especially considering that it can't happen so that I have a sister friend and she not know my experiences. She has to know the dangers beforehand. And if we just share our stories, then we can find some common denominators and maybe even change some patterns. But our stories are definitely our medicine. We say that all the time. Share your shit. There's too many of us going through things, and it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way. You know, like when I mentioned my babies, my babies that didn't stay long. I feel like we only stay here long enough to serve the purpose here. And I know well, I feel like both of my babies, it was relationship. With the first baby, Jeff and I had just had Zion, and they said don't have sex for 6 weeks, and that was probably 2 or 3 before we had sex. And by the time I went to the 6-week follow-up, I was pregnant again. And now our baby is 6 weeks, and he had been so dry in the ending of near the end of the pregnancy. You know, I'm big, I'm irritable, I'm hot, I'm mad, maybe even less attractive. He tired of me. I'm big. I'm mad. He hot because I'm mad and hot. And there was a strain on the young relationship, especially with no coaching. And then we have this baby, and for the split second, you're in love. Again, there's a new baby, and everything is peace, and everything is beautiful, and you're just proud of each other. And then it only take a few weeks before you're mad again because a mother, as a new mother, even if the father's helping, as a new mother, you do so much, you're going to feel like, oh my God, this motherfucker don't help me. Anyway, so I had experienced the late end of the pregnancy without his help. We experienced 2 good weeks when the baby was born, and I was pregnant again. And then by the time the baby turned in 2 months, the stress is there again. He irritable because he losing sleep. I'm irritable because I want him to help more. And so now here we are again, back in the same bitter place we were. And if I had only played the tape to the end, because now here I am pregnant again, when I'm not sure that I would have had the first baby had I known what the relationship would look like. And here I am pregnant again. I was due in, I think, December, and I had that baby in November. Right, it was November. I laid down and felt no movement, which was really odd, and that's what made me go in. And they said that the baby had lost her heartbeat. They said I wasn't ready for that baby. I wasn't ready for that baby. I wasn't ready emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially. I was not ready for that baby. And now that I understand that these are not just babies, they're not just first time fucking projects, they're ancestors who have come back with a fucking purpose. They've chosen you to do a certain thing. Like, you don't put yourself in, so when you out here fucking and shit, you signing up. That means you put your hand, the coach is like, who ready to play? And you put your hand up and say, make me a vessel, right? I didn't even know I was signing up, and then I wasn't ready. I didn't understand this process, and I had signed up Ancestor. I wasn't ready. And Ancestor was like, and that's peace. I just wanted to show you how real this shit is. Get your shit together. And Phoenix, that's what I had named that baby before she was not born. And she was gone. And she was gone. And I had understood and began to respect the act and art of sex more. Like, that was the last time I had unprotected sex without considering, really, without treating it like every time I'm signing up for somebody to come through. Whether it happened or not, every time I lay down, I'm saying, I'm turning the light on for you, okay? Let me make sure I leave that light off unless I'm really, really, really ready to have guests, okay? That was the first one. And then, so that baby saved me. That baby saved me and changed my thinking. That baby saved Jeff. He would have been more overwhelmed. You know, hadn't quite recovered. We just had the first baby. A second one would have made, listen, if we can be real and we understand now how stress takes a real toll on us, mind, body, and spirit, you can understand that it ain't just mothers going through this postpartum depression shit. It ain't just mothers who getting depressed after these babies are born. A lot of times our brothers are depressed, and that's what causes our depression. We get depressed when our men are depressed, right? Listen, and these new babies are enough to stress and depress them. Just being real shit. Okay, and then there was my son, my son who lived 36 hours. I had a son with Louis. And Louis and I have been married for 6 years. And he hate to hear me say this, but I have been cheating for 8 of them. Hey, how the fuck does that work? But it's true. When I say cheating, it don't mean I was just hoe-hopping. To cheat means I've slighted you. By your standards, I have cheated. Something that you felt like was yours, somebody else got. And if that's what your idea of cheating is, then for 8 of the 6 years we were together, I had cheated him. I had cheated him physically, mentally, spiritually, financially. And I had been intimate. I had been sexual with someone else. For at least a year. I had engaged in an affair for at least a year. And when I was pregnant, I was certain that it was Louis' child, but I could only hope. And that's because I was careful when I wasn't home. But like I said, I had to learn from my first baby many years ago that you don't really know a goddamn thing. Once you turn the light on, you done signed up for whatever comes through. Anyway, what I should have done, and I call myself a grown woman, what I could have done was been honest with him and honest with myself, but I wasn't. It was easier to just hold it and hope and hope and hope, and it was hard. And I can imagine now that I know how stress and chemicals work, how I must have contributed the stress in my brain. My son died of a brain bleed. And I know how my brain bled the entire time him and I were together, because I was stressed out. I had lied. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. I cried myself to sleep, like you know how we do. God, I swear to God, I'll never do it again if you just make it right this time. Just make this my husband's baby so I can just go on and be a good wife and not complicate shit. Just please, just make it easy. I don't even give a fuck about being embarrassed. If I could tell him the truth and I'd be embarrassed and him and I still be together, that would be peace too. But I only want that if me and him gonna be able to ride this marriage out, because I want this motherfucker to work. So God, please make it right. And that was my prayer the entire fucking pregnancy. Please make it right. Please make it right. Please make it right. Make this Louis' baby. My baby lived for 36 hours. My baby lived for 36 hours. 36 hours. I wanted my baby to do one thing: save my marriage. Be Louis' baby and save my marriage. That was the purpose I asked the ancestor to serve, and so ancestor did, and so mother did. My baby, like, we being 100, we being naked. My baby didn't grow to an age that he could look up and be like, why don't he look like me? My baby didn't need a blood transfusion, and then they be like, but your blood type ain't the baby blood type, and the man you said is the daddy ain't the blood type. I didn't have to go through any of the complications that I was afraid of facing. I had a completely different complication to go through. You got to be careful what you wish for. But I didn't have that complication. As it turns out, that baby saved my marriage, because there was no talk of an affair. There was the affair was gone. It was over. We'd had a son and lost a son together. Like 9/11, we went from being in 2 completely different spaces to being in one space and being one. That baby unified us, all right? That baby made us strong, and then the baby was gone. He just as he came and made us strong, he was gone. He didn't have, like I said, an opportunity to not be his father's son, all right? He didn't have an opportunity to uncover me or to expose me. And all that did was put me in a position where I felt like I owed it to my boy, myself, and my husband to expose myself. And so I did. And that's what got me here. But those are cases, though, where I lost I didn't lose them. I know where they are. Where my children passed through. All right. Great rising, Sharon. Great rising. Those are examples where my children passed through. Now, going forward, though, it's important that my sisters and my daughters understand the same thing. Like, don't have me have endured all these hells and all these tales, and then my sisters, because they don't know my shit, because I'm scared to tell or private or shit, then they got to endure the same hells. No, you should know well all of these things. You should know how my emotions could have potentially contributed to my relationships and my pregnancies. You should know that I had delivered prematurely and lost weight through all my pregnancies, and they started to pump me with drugs like progesterone shots. Even when I told them that I couldn't afford to get to the doctor, they promised a personal nurse, and they sent a nurse out to my home every Thursday to give me a shot in the butt cheek. Progesterone shots, they called them. Listen, though. And they told me that the progesterone shots would help me to hold the baby longer, since I had a history of premature birth. That baby came the earliest and had the lowest birth weight. And I smoked the least amount of weed during that pregnancy because I didn't have as much money to buy my fucking drug with. Listen, but if I don't ever tell you that those folks came to my house and gave me a progesterone shot in my ass for 8 months, right? Then you don't know, and you just go. It's important that we put our goddamn business in the street, okay? Put our goddamn business in the street, all of it, and don't let nobody shame you. You ain't the first person with syphilis. You ain't the first person with no fucking with the herpes or with the bacterial vaginosa. You're not. You kicking it and passing blunts with motherfuckers who have the exact same shit going on. It's just that they not gonna tell you. Hey, and that's why you got to get a circle. All right, we've been on here for an hour, and I gotta go walk my dogs. So I love you. Y'all, it's Friday. If y'all got some money, go on preoccupy.com and show me some love. Hold on, let me type that in so y'all can get that. I'm about to get up out of here. All right, if you in the group, saying I was supposed to be going in the group today for real.
Tell everybody who emailed us about the Sacred Circle on YouTube to go back and give us your Facebook names.
All right, if you emailed me already about the Sacred Circle and I didn't add you in on Facebook yet, it may be because I don't have your Facebook name.
Email just a couple of names.
I got your email and your government name. Some of you from the subscriptions sending in stuff, but I need to know your Facebook name, or inbox me. You can do that. Matter of fact, just reply here if you're watching this and you want to be in. Just type in. Just type in, IN, and that way we can scroll this feed and add it from here. All right, great rising queen mother. All right, let me give you this affirmation so we can get out of here. I am a distinctive, beautiful flower and a healing herb with a heart, a mind, breasts, buttocks, and a womb. I come with sacred earth medicine to heal myself. All right. All right, we love you. Peace, family. Devorah says she wants